Hey, everyone, how are you guys doing? I know, that didn't seem right. Hey, everyone, welcome back to my child's classroom. Crack myself up. All right, we are back in my math here. We're doing chapter 8, lesson 3. We've talked about length, we've talked about height, and now we're going to do some problem solving. All right, this means that we're going to be doing some thinking, so take a deep breath. Let's get after it. We're talking about how to describe objects by length, height, and weight. We haven't talked about weight yet, although some of you are probably like, I already know about weight. But just wait until we talk about weight. Anyway, they're trying to throw another problem at us. Okay, so 5 minus 4 equals 1. So look at it. Is the number sentence right? It sounds right. Let me just see. Okay, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puppets. And they crossed off 1. So this is supposed to be a 1. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So down, across, and they cut it in half. I am number 4. Okay, so that's how you fix it. All right? You see how I did that? Yeah, I was right. Okay, so this is what you're going to see on your first page. It says learn the strategy. So they were using those unit cubes. And as I've said it before, if you don't have those cubes laying around at home, don't those look like Cheez-Its? Matter of fact, I'm probably going to go get some Cheez-Its because it's making me hungry. If you get the Cheez-Its or pennies or whatever, you can use this strategy to like measure. But they're not just measuring, but they're doing some estimating here. Because if you look, they guess, they want us to guess and then check how long it actually is. So like I said, if you have Cheez-Its, that's probably going to be pretty close to what we're doing. Or maybe you have like nickels or something laying around at home. You can use those to measure. So this smaller, or should we say shorter, right? Shorter is our new vocabulary word. The shorter xylophone is 1, 2, 3 unit cubes long. So it's not 3 unit cubes short, it's 3 unit cubes long. We're talking about length, long. So how long is something? The short short xylophone is 3 unit cubes long. What they want you to do is to estimate, or we could say guesstimate, how many unit cubes it would take to equal the longer xylophone. So let me show you what that looks like. Well, first of all, we actually have to guess. So let me guess. I mean, they have 5 there, but it makes sense that 1 would fit here and 1 would fit here. So I would have guessed 5. I mean, we'll try that on the other one. But now we'll go back and we'll actually use the cubes and see. So that's a lot shorter. I can't make it any bigger. So I can't use these because that won't do me justice. But I would say if these were the right size, then yeah, there would be 5. Let's check to see the next one. Okay, so they're doing the same thing. But this time they don't give you the answer. So they want you to look. Okay, so this slinky, the shorter slinky, is 3 unit cubes long. How long do you think the longer slinky is? Now, I'm going to do it differently because obviously my unit cubes aren't the same. But if I drew a line, so remember how I had my line strategy? And I draw my line there, and then I draw a line here. I like that one better. You'll notice something, right? It looks like this slinky just comes halfway to this longer slinky. So if this one takes 3 and I use the same amount for this side because it's halfway, I need a whole other slinky. So 2. So I have 1, 2, 3 here, and then I put 1, 2, 3 on this side. Then I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I had, guessed 6, and I probably would have guessed 5 actually, to be honest. So I guessed 5, and then I used my strategy, or you can use your Cheez-Its to find out that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be our actual check. You see how I did that? All right, let's check out another one. Because it's not always going to be like that. Oh, like this one. So this one, again, the little wiener dog here, is 3 unit cubes long, right? And my cubes won't work the same. I would guess that this looks very close to this one. So if I used a whole other unicube, I'm going to guess that there's 4. So I'm going to write 4, if I can get my pencil to work. Down across and cut in half. I am number 4. All right, so how do I check? Well, let me look at this. So I'm going to draw my line. Actually, I want to do this. Okay, so they both start at the tail. And then if I draw like this, that's where this one comes. Now, looking at the size of this cube, if I drew a line right here to how long this wiener dog is, how many cubes do you think can fit in there? 1. The line strategy actually kind of works if you use it like I do. So, I should have, that's writing 4 cubes. That worked. Look at that. So using the lines to see how long they are, you can definitely see those differences there, especially when they're small like this. So that was another strategy that worked out. Isn't this crazy? All right, so this plane is like real long. Like this looks like a little private plane, and this one looks like a jumbo jet. So again, does it look like it? I don't even know if that's halfway. I would say I'm going to guess 7 because that looks a lot bigger than the ones before. So we're going to try, I'm going to 7. And then I'm going to use my line strategy to see, okay, so they start there. And this one ends right there. So if I did that again. Okay, so this line in the middle shows how long this smaller jet is, or shorter jet. Remember, shorter is our word. Now, do you think this line is closer to their tails or the nose of this jet? Yeah, I would say that this line is closer to this. So if we doubled the number like we did with the slinky, we would have 6, right? So if I had 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't think that the line would go touch this line over here because this area looks a lot bigger. So, but not that much bigger. Very close. So if we had 4 on this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that would make sense. But we wouldn't actually know until you use your Cheez-Its. Wait, you ate them all already? Oh, come on. You can't eat them all yet. We're not done. Oh, well. They're already eaten. What are we going to do about it? Okay, so I would say that there's 7 there. But let's check. Look, they put 7. Chicka, yeah. Ooh. Got it. See? It's not too far off. Now, I'm actually doing all the stuff that they probably wouldn't have even suggested because obviously they wanted you to use cubes. And in school we would because they're perfect. They're the same size. They're about 1 inch long. So when we're measuring them things like inches and things like that, those cubes are very good to do. But I would go out and buy some Cheez-Its. And if you need to, pause the video, bring your parents here because I have something to say. Okay? Pause it. Okay, so if you're hearing this, your parents should be here by now. And I just have one thing to say to you. Go out and buy some Cheez-Its. Go buy some Cheez-Its because we need them to measure stuff. Yes, it's very important. We need to measure some things, okay? We're measuring things by length and by height. And we were doing that in this lesson, and it'd be important to have some Cheez-Its around. Now, if you notice for the homework, as I see here, I'm not going to do it for you, though. It's your homework. But if you notice, they're using pennies. So, like I said, you could always use pennies. Quarters would be about the same size as a unicube, so you could use quarters as well. But Cheez-Its just taste so much better than quarters. Have you ever eaten a quarter? Yeah, don't do that. Eat Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its should just they should just sponsor me, All right, so anyway, I'm not going to do your homework, but use those same strategies. And if you don't have these things at home, draw those lines that can really help us. Like you wouldn't just draw a line over here necessarily. You can draw a line to where they start and then where this one comes. But yeah, use the strategy. But anyway, that's enough for now. The next lesson, Mr. Schroeder is going to teach you about weight. So just wait for it. Get it? All right. That's time for me to go. I love you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.